Billy Beige here, and today we're looking at Transformers Studio Series 86 Hook and Longhaul. These will be the third and fourth Constructicons that I need to build Devestator. Finally, all that's left is, what's here, Mixmaster and Landfill? Something like that? Some guy? I'm pretty sure. I'm bad with names. It is, you know. But I'm glad these finally came in from Big Bad Toy Store. Oh, of course it's gonna be a. Can anything just come out the box? I would love for it to come out of the box and not be like adhered to something. Okay, at least we got giant instructions. We got giant ridiculous instructions. Maybe it'll have where it can come out this way. Maybe it's being held. Okay, there we go. There's a lot of tape on the back of this thing. Okay, goodbye box. Yeah, this isn't too bad here. They really committed to the less plastic to hold these all together, but it looks like everything's here. I'm excited to finally have this thing done, and I think the last of it sometime in September. Right now is what normal people get it at, that speed. But it'll be worth it finally, because like so far with these Studio Series ones, I've really enjoyed how they've put them together. It's made me interested in getting future combiners, because I don't want to go back and try to get Minosaur, because I understand like what I think its breakdown is costs more than golly, it's the most expensive out of those to try to get, and I'm like, you know what? I can wait. I hope they do Computron. Like that's what I'm into. I really hope they do Computron, but I think they're going to probably do Defensor next after, oh god, what's his name? It doesn't start with a B. He does have a blast off in him, though. What was he? It's Minosaur. I swear it's a B. I'll remember it in a second. I used to have the Combiner Wars version of him. And it was pretty... Bruticus. Yes, Bruticus. Yes, I will probably also build Bruticus, start collecting those pieces next, and go from there. I'm going to get these sorted out and all the pieces figured out and take a look at the instructions, and we'll take a look at these in the vehicle modes. Okay, what good is it if I don't show it? Okay, here's Hook. Hook's long arm. Is it long arm or Hook? Oh my god. Goes on here like so. Just pops in the hole, and then his gun goes on the side here. If I can find the peg. Boom. Just like that, per the instructions. A load of fun. With the extra pieces for Longhaul, the fists have where they just go in here on each one, and then they fold back inside of themselves like so. If you can keep it in the peg hoe, flip up the pegs. There we go. There's no like correct way it shows other than these going forward. Going these on the back of his kind of trailer here, which is kind of neat. I like he has a trailer. It's a creative way to deal with all the extra stuff. Take the wings, figure out which way they're going here. Oh my god, there's a lot of bits here. Is that left or right there? And they go onto the little tabs right here. Good. On there. And then it's just the last kind of chest piece here. And how is that supposed to go into? It goes underneath it. Wonderful. Underneath it in these little clippy spots. And there we go. Now all the Devastator parts are hidden on him. And then you also just take Longhaul's weapon here, put it together, and it could just go on the side of him. Boom. With Hook, they definitely baked in enough nostalgia here that has where it hits all the little kind of like reminders of, hey, you know, this is also a toy construction vehicle. His hook goes up and down. It actually extends a little bit. You know, it'd been cool to be like, oh, you know, it could go all the way. And then actually have like a little articulated hook there is pretty cool. It hits the mark for me. And with Longhaul, it's the same thing. It looks like a construction vehicle. It also looks like the original figure. And, you know, it just they baked in the nostalgia. They added just enough sugar and spice there just to like hit all the marks here. Yeah, this was never gonna turntable well. Longhaul goes from being a really good looking construction vehicle robot to oh lord, he's coming with his trailer on him. It's I think it might actually be more plastic than he is actually. So that's a thing. I understand, you know, that you need the parts there, whatever, and it kind of works on some spots because like they have the detail of the trailer doors sculpted in the back there. Even it's a modified trailer. I just kind of wish it looked more like something, just something there. But you know, I accept it for it. All right, we'll see how this goes. There'll definitely be some fast motion used on this transformation. But yeah, that wasn't too bad. We'll say that yeah, it's not too long. It's close. It's close to Dragon on the ground there, but it's not quite. Not quite. Not bad. Not bad. I like how Hook looks. Wow. And that is one wide lad. I'm going to say that picture in the box was a little misleading. This guy is quite wide, which is a good thing because like he is like the main part of the body there. But wait, let's see. Did I? No. Ah, there we go. That's where his knees are. Ah, I was like, that's. I'm so used to just things being like odd and weird, where it's just like, yeah, how are his knees? Yeah, his knees are like up here, and he just has really long shins. No, he has differently shaped shins. You know, it's a thing. I like how Longhaul turned out here. I do think it's a little. Does that snap in there? Am I just not snapping that? Or is that just how that sits? I don't want to force it too much. There we go. Yeah, it's weird because like this is painted, so it just looks an odd amount of like weird gloss to it. And it's just kind of like it's just catching my eye. And I'm like, it's made of plastic, but like the way the enamel is on there for the paint, it looks metal, but it is not. But yeah, let's get these on a turntable. Take a look at them real quick. So transform into like bot mode. Hook and Longhaul do look the part. They really look like the Constructicons from the movie. I mean, Longhaul is a very thick boy here, and I do like that. But man, he thick. He very thick. Yeah, side by side all together, Scrapper, Longhaul, Hook, and Bonecrusher do look pretty awesome. They hit all the nostalgia points. It's there. This is fantastic. Let's go ahead and transform everybody into all of their Devastator pieces and just see what half finished monstrosity we end up with. So one of the things, well, two of the things that I noticed actually having the full Devastator combiner instructions now, when I had originally like transformed Scrapper here, and I was like, oh, this is how his foot's got to go. This is what makes sense. Per the instructions, it's not this facing out. These need to be turned inward, flipped back around, and then the hands done out to make like a larger footprint there. And that's what's supposed to be done with Scrapper. That wasn't on my bingo card. And then with Bonecrusher here, I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be weird. It slides on. Apparently, there's like a little hidden piece in here that folds down. I didn't notice that. And you're supposed to take and fold up one side and then link that together. And then that's how this arm is supposed to be. That's a neat thing. But that's something that had where it was different from how I assumed it was going to be. So let's get to Longhaul and Hook. I'm going to be real honest. I hit some struggle bus moments with this because these instructions kind of suck. But if you work your way through it, you can figure it out. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say, Hasbro, if you have where you release a Constructicon or a combiner and it has where its legs are not part of like some sort of like weird skeleton system they pop into, definitely release Scrapper, Mixmaster, Longhaul, then Hook, then Bonecrusher, and then Scavenger. And yeah, please just do that. And also, it's weird. In the instructions, they have where they misname Scavenger to Scrapper and Scrapper to Scavenger, which was not super weird, but like, you know, that's a thing I noticed because I thought I was going crazy. I thought my mind has melted. Thanks a lot. You really had where you gaslit me there for a second, Hasbro. But altogether, I'm excited to get Mixmaster and Scavenger to finish this out. I like what they've done with how the arms connect still. I am excited to see what third-party companies like DNA Design do with like hands, because like these are good. These are really a takeaway from DNA Designs a little bit. I would like articulated hands though, just a little bit more than this, because it has where the gun just goes like into the little peg hole. It's like a minor thing, but like I'd like to see what they put out to plus this up, because this is an insanely good base body, I would say, for any kind of third-party parts and kits. But tell me what you think down in the comments below. How far are you on collecting all the pieces of Devastator? Do you have your own chocolate chip cookie candle for a leg right now? I kind of wish I'm betting there is someone who's put out like a 3D file to print out like a peg leg for him right now, so you could just be standing up. Why couldn't you release Mixmaster before Longhaul and Hook? Just push them up, just one, just so you can have where this thing can stand on your shelf. Because you're gonna want to put them together, and now I'm gonna have like this my poor disabled Constructicon. That's what I have now. But tell me what you think down in the comments below. If it's your first time here, please subscribe, like, all that jazz, and I'll see you in the next video. Later, guys.